Tired of sitting in gridlock traffic while your precious free time ticks away? Finding the perfect electric scooter can turn that miserable commute into the best part of your day, but choosing the wrong one could leave you stranded. In this video, we are counting down the top 5 electric scooters for adults, starting from some budget-friendly entry models all the way up to the absolute best premium scooter you can buy. Number 5. iScooter i8. When I first unboxed this scooter, I was immediately drawn to its sleek, minimalist design and the promise of a reliable daily commuter. It features a lightweight frame that makes it relatively easy to carry up a flight of stairs or toss into the trunk of a car, which is a major plus if you have a multimodal commute. The setup process was beautifully straightforward, and I was out on the pavement within minutes, ready to see what this entry-level model could actually handle in real-world conditions. Under the hood, or rather under the deck, the i8 packs a motor that gets you up to speed decently well on flat surfaces. During my test rides on smooth bike paths, the acceleration felt incredibly smooth and manageable, making it a very approachable option for complete beginners who might be intimidated by more powerful machines. However, the moment I encountered even a moderate incline, the scooter's lack of raw torque became glaringly obvious. I found myself losing speed rapidly on hills that other scooters tackle with ease, which was definitely a frustrating experience when trying to keep up with city traffic. The battery life on the iScooter i8 is another area where my testing revealed some notable compromises. The manufacturer claims a very generous maximum range, but in my day-to-day testing with stop-and-go riding, the actual mileage fell significantly short of those numbers. If your daily round trip is only a few miles, you'll be perfectly fine utilizing this model. But if you are hoping to explore the city for hours on end, you will find yourself experiencing range anxiety much sooner than you'd like, and I had to plug it in almost every single night just to ensure I wouldn't be caught out the next day. ECOROAD EC9. This scooter steps things up with a slightly more robust build and a design that looks like it means business on the city streets. Taking it out for the first few spins, I appreciated the wider deck, which provided a much more stable stance for my feet compared to smaller entry-level models. It feels substantial beneath you, giving off an initial impression of durability and strength that you really want when navigating unpredictable urban environments. When it comes to top speed and acceleration, the EC9 definitely offers a noticeable bump in overall performance. Hitting the throttle on a straightaway gives a satisfying rush, and it effortlessly keeps pace with bicycle traffic without breaking a sweat. The motor hums quietly, and the power delivery is fairly linear, which I truly enjoyed during my straight-line speed tests. Yet, despite this solid straight-line performance, I noticed the scooter feels surprisingly sluggish when trying to accelerate from a dead stop at an intersection, lagging just a bit before the power truly kicks in. Let's talk about the folding mechanism and portability, which is a massive factor for anyone taking these onto public transit. The ECOROAD EC9 features a folding system that is theoretically quick to use, but in my practical testing, the latch felt uncomfortably stiff. I frequently found myself wrestling with the stem just to get it locked down securely, which is the last thing you want to do when rushing to catch a train. Furthermore, while it does fold down, it remains quite bulky and heavy, making it a frustrating chore to lug around a crowded office building. The suspension and tire setup on this model aim to provide a cloud-like ride, and they mostly succeed on your typical pavement. 3. NIU 100P electric scooter. From the moment I stepped onto the 100P, the premium feel was absolutely undeniable. NIU has a stellar reputation for building incredibly sturdy electric vehicles, and this scooter is no exception. The aerospace-grade aluminum frame feels completely rigid, with absolutely zero stem wobble even when I took it up to its maximum speed on my closed test tracks. The riding experience on the NIU 100P is wonderfully refined. The motor is engineered to provide a beautifully smooth and consistent power curve, making every ride feel incredibly controlled and safe. I was particularly impressed by how effortlessly it managed the hills in my neighborhood. The torque is always there when you need it, pushing you up inclines without the painful slowdowns I experienced with the earlier models. It feels like a scooter that was genuinely designed for the harsh realities of adult commuting. One of my absolute favorite features during my testing period was the seamless integration with the NIU smartphone app. While some scooter apps feel like a gimmicky afterthought, this one is genuinely useful for everyday riding. I loved being able to customize the regenerative braking strength, check my exact battery percentage, and even lock the scooter remotely for quick trips into a coffee shop. The Bluetooth connectivity was flawless every single time, giving me peace of mind and complete control over the scooter's performance parameters. The battery life on the 100P is highly dependable. In my rigorous real-world testing, blending top-speed runs with casual cruising, the battery drained at a very predictable rate, meaning I never experienced sudden, unexpected power drops that leave you stranded. The charging time is also quite reasonable, allowing me to easily top it off during the workday. Number 2. Hiboy S2. I was extremely eager to test this one out because it has gained a massive following, and after spending a few weeks with it, I completely understand the hype. The design is sleek, stealthy, and highly functional, but what really blew me away was how perfectly it balances high-end features with an accessible price point. It feels like the ultimate everyday workhorse that refuses to quit, no matter what you throw at it. Performance-wise, the Hiboy S2 is an absolute blast to ride. The acceleration is punchy and exhilarating, getting you off the line quickly and efficiently. I found myself grinning every time the light turned green, as the motor effortlessly propelled me forward. It handles beautifully, with a nimble steering response that makes dodging potholes or navigating around pedestrians incredibly intuitive. The customized cruise control feature was a massive standout for me, allowing my thumb to take a much-needed break on those long, straight stretches of bike path. The tires and suspension setup on the S2 are brilliantly executed. Hiboy opted for solid tires, which usually means a bumpy ride, but they completely solved this issue by pairing them with an outstanding rear dual-shock absorber system. I intentionally rode over some of the worst pavement I could find, and the suspension ate up the bumps remarkably well. Having the total peace of mind that I will never, ever get a flat tire while still enjoying a highly comfortable ride is an absolute game changer for daily reliability. Another massive advantage of the Hiboy S2 is its regenerative braking system combined with a traditional disc brake. I tested the brakes in various emergency stop scenarios, and the stopping power is incredibly sharp and confidence-inspiring. 1. Segway eKickScooter Ninebot MAX G3. If you want the absolute pinnacle of adult electric scooters, this is it. The moment I took this masterpiece out of the box, the phenomenal build quality was evident. It is robust, meticulously engineered, and clearly designed to withstand years of heavy use. Taking this scooter out for its first ride wasn't just a test. It felt like experiencing the future of personal urban transportation. The ride quality on the MAX G3 is nothing short of extraordinary. Segway has implemented an incredibly advanced hydraulic suspension system that completely isolates you from the harshness of the road. I glided over cracked pavement, cobblestones, and heavy speed bumps with a level of smoothness I previously thought was impossible on a stand-up scooter. Paired with their self-healing tubeless tires, this scooter doesn't just handle bad roads, it completely conquers them, making every single journey feel like you are riding on a cloud. When we talk about power and range, the MAX G3 is entirely in a league of its own. The rear-wheel drive motor is an absolute beast, providing whisper-quiet but intensely powerful torque. I tested it on the steepest hills in my city, hills that forced other scooters to a complete halt, and the Segway powered up them with astonishing ease. And the battery life is simply legendary. I rode this scooter for days on end, pushing it to its absolute limits, and the battery indicator barely seemed to move. It offers true, liberating freedom from range anxiety.